जनाब असदुद्दीन ओवैसी जी।
Thank you, sir. I stand to oppose the President address motion. Sir, I start by putting to this House how this foreign policy for our country has been compromised from what its traditional position has been. Sir, take the case of Palestine. 61,709 Palestinians have been killed. 1,11,588 have been injured. India is a signatory to, India is a part to Genocide Convention, and the Genocide Convention says that anyone who's party to the Genocide Convention must contribute to ensure it prohibits from contributing to genocide and also requires to take steps to prevent it. Sir, not a single hospital is there in Gaza. This country, this great nation of mine, had constructed 2 floors of a library in a university. Those universities and that library has been finished. You have 1.2 million people being made homeless. Deliberate starvation has happened. And people have no drinking water. And what do we see now? We have heard the Prime Minister saying, I'll stop the war in Ukraine. Where is my Prime Minister? Where is this government? Why are they keeping quiet on this genocide which is being perpetrated on the Palestinians? What has been the traditional stance of our country from Mahatma Gandhi up to all the Prime Ministers? Why can't we oppose the genocide? We are party to the Genocide Convention. I am warning this government that when the genocide history of Gaza will be written, this Prime Minister will also be in the list of accomplices. I demand from the government that let our country take the responsibility of constructing the health sector in Gaza. Invite more Palestinians to India on scholarship. Let them rebuild that Gaza. We cannot be part. How can we allow arms to be exported to Israel? An Indian ship was stopped in Spain. We are signatory to this genocide convention. How will history remember us? With what face can we face the world? Sir, second point. India's moral voice is dead in Palestine, sir. It is completely dead in Palestine, sir. Sir, come to China. The army chief in the interview to an English newspaper said rules out any troop cut along LAC. He says no troop normalization can happen. Why are we back to business as usual? Mansarovar Yatra will start, direct flights will start, visas will be issued, Chinese investment will be welcomed with open arms. Can we patrol those 25 patrolling points which we lost? Can we go and patrol in the buffer zones of Galwan, Pongsong Su, Gogra, Hot Spring and Kailash Range? No. With what we have lost 2,000 square kilometers of land. And it is back to business with China. I strongly condemn this step which this government is taking in the fear of China. Come to USSR. Pew Research study had said that 7.25 lakh unauthorized immigrant Indians are in USA and 18,000 are in final list for removal. Are we going to accept all this 7.25 lakh? Are we going to accept this 18,000 who are in final list removal? How many aircrafts you require? 300 aircrafts. Can this government has imagined what the loss of remittance? What will be their employment over here? They have no policy. In Bangladesh, for one person, we are destroying a relationship with Bangladesh. When will my Prime Minister meet his counterpart in Bangladesh? I fear, sir, that we will be out of the game. When I say the term game, the government understands that. Sir, coming to minorities, sir. In 2023-24, 2,064 crores out of the budgetary allocation of 3,000 crores was surrendered by the Ministry of Minority Affairs. I have been consistently demanding from last 10, 11 years that the pre-matric, post-matric merit cup mean should be made demand-driven and only 2,000 crores required. Because of it not making demand-driven, you have thousands of Muslim students who are out of education. There has been empirical studies like the Kundu Committee which said that the reason for Muslim out-of-school children is financial wherewithal. You're not interested to ensure that Muslim children study. My community has the highest illiteracy rate in women. I have only 3 graduates out of 100. You're after Jamia Millia, you're after AMU. And madrasa you have cut down, yes, you don't read. You have cut down the money on madrasa also. I mean, if you read, you'll know. So why can't you do it, sir? And that is why I say, sir, this PMVJK scheme, come to Mustafawad and Okla and see. You have Mount Everest of garbage which is being dumped right inside a Muslim area. Why? Because it's a Muslim area. And then you have this person who was given birth politically through surrogacy by an institute which has an allegiance to a person who wrote "We Are a Nation Undefined" and bunch of thoughts. That person day in, day out lies. He lies. His whole start point and end is lies only. But what I'm hearing from the ground, which I've seen, a pure organic Muslim leadership will emerge on Wednesday, sir. Sir, I am cautioning and warning this government. I am cautioning and warning this government. If you bring and make a WAF law in the present form, which will be violation of Article 25, 26 and 14, it will lead to social instability in this country. It has been rejected by the entire Muslim community. No WAF property will be left. Nothing will be left, I say. You want to make India Viksit Bharat? We want Viksit Bharat. You want this country to take back into 80s and early 90s? It will be your responsibility. Because as a proud Indian Muslim, I will not lose an inch of my masjid. Forget about a masjid. I will not lose an inch of my dargah. I will not allow that. We will no more say and come and give a diplomatic talk over here. This is the house which I have to stand up and say honestly that my community, who are proud Indians, it is my property, not given by anyone. You cannot snatch it away from me. Waqf is a form of a worship for me. Sir, unemployment. Youth unemployment has increased to 45%. I'll give you example, sir. Mumbai airport, for 1,800 jobs, 15,000 graduates turned up, sir. 15,000 graduates. I must congratulate the Prime Minister. Sir, in Bihar and UP, you see train stations overflow with aspirants every time there's an exam for government. In public sector, oil and gas sector, sir, 15,700 jobs lost, even though their revenue doubled. Central PSUs eliminated 2.7 lakh jobs over past decade. MSMEs, sir, in April, August 2024, on 11,500 MSMEs would have been shut down. Manufacturing employment fell from 12.6 in 11-12 to 11.4 in 22-23. Sir, in conclusion, what is the government showing us? And I really feel pity for the allies of NDA. Despite they are 240, they are irrelevant now. I mean, you can take something here and there, but what about the country at large? What about the youth of this country, which the only nation in the world which has a demographic dividend is India. And this government has failed to uplift the youth. That is why I on the grounds which I have submitted, I oppose this present motion, sir. Thank you.
माननीय निशिकांत दुबे जी।